Today we're diving deep into something we all deal with but rarely discuss, the invisible adversaries that exist within us. I'm not alluding to enemies such as overbearing superiors or adverse climatic conditions, though they indeed pose challenges. My focus is on the internal foes that subtly instill insecurities, intensify stress, and impede our pursuit of an ideal life. We're going to delve into the realm of self-doubt, fear, anxiety, and other mental barriers that might be holding us back. These internal struggles often go unnoticed and unaddressed, but understanding them is key to overcoming them. We'll confront these hidden challenges, shedding light on how they shape us and how to turn them into stepping stones. So, buckle up. We're embarking on a journey of understanding our inner selves. But hey, knowledge is power, right? All right, let's kick things off with a biggie. Overthinking. It's a common trait we all share. Overthinking acts as a vortex for our brain, quickly draining our concentration and productivity. It's as if we're always promising ourselves, "I'll handle it tomorrow." So what's our plan of action against this cognitive colossus? The solution lies in practicing mindfulness. Begin by recognizing your thoughts without prejudice. Then, softly guide your attention back to the present. It's a process that requires repeated efforts. Over time, the consistent practice of mindfulness allows you to regain control over your thoughts and find tranquility you've been longing for. Trust me, it takes practice, but over time you'll find that inner peace you've been searching for. Next up, let's discuss fear. Yes, fear does carry a significant role. It's our survival instinct, stopping from risky actions like touching an open flame or approaching a wild predator. But when fear gains control, dictating your life choices, that's when complications arise. It's important to remember that comfort zones aren't growth zones. When fear knocks, don't slam the door. Instead, welcome it, entertain it, but don't let it overstay. Use it as motivation to take that uncertain step forward. Venture into the uncharted and observe as your universe stretches in unimaginable dimensions. Take that leap of faith, embrace the unknown, and watch as your world expands in ways you never thought possible. Suspicion. The silent relationship killer. This destructive emotion, often underpinned by doubts and insecurities, can consume the strongest bonds. It manifests not just in romantic relationships, but also in friendships. You question your partner's fidelity or your ally's intentions. In the process, you end up distorting your own perception of reality. This toxic cycle can be broken, however, through two key strategies: open communication and trust. Rather than silently brooding over your suspicions, engage in a transparent dialogue with the person concerned. Express your doubts and fears openly and listen to their side of the story. Most misunderstandings arise from poor communication. Break that pattern. The fears that seemed in the darkness of doubt lighten when exposed to the light of dialogue. You'll be amazed at how quickly those fears melt away when you shine a light on them. Let's turn our attention now to another secret destroyer: self-doubt. You're familiar with it, aren't you? That tiny whisper in your mind, constantly echoing that you're not sufficiently proficient, intelligent, or valuable. Precisely that voice. This feeling of inadequacy can be insidious, creeping in when you least expect it, casting a shadow over your achievements and efforts. The next time self-doubt creeps in, be prepared to dismiss it. Recall every hurdle you've leaped over, every triumph you've celebrated. Reiterate to yourself that you are more than and deserving. And remember, if you find yourself needing a bit more encouragement, there's no shame in seeking it. Surround yourself with those who believe in your potential. Because sometimes we all require that one cheerleader standing by us. Last but not least, let's talk about perfectionism. It's a term we've all heard before. It's a concept many of us grapple with daily. Being a perfectionist can sometimes be beneficial, pushing us towards excellence. However, it can also be detrimental, hindering us from ever taking initiative due to fear of errors. Here's a thought. Perfection is a myth. It's an unattainable standard that no one can truly meet. Rather than pursuing perfection, shift your focus towards progress. Accept life's chaos, learn from missteps, and continue advancing, taking one flawed step after another. Embrace the messiness of life, learn from your failures, and keep moving forward, one imperfect step at a time. Remember, you have the power to overcome these obstacles and rewrite your story. You are stronger than you think, fortified by the trials and tribulations that have shaped who you are today. Every challenge is a stepping stone, every setback is a new beginning, and every failure is a lesson learned. It's not an easy path, sprinkled with hardships and doubts, yet it's the path you've chosen to follow. You are not alone. You are surrounded by a world that is ever-changing, ever-evolving, and ever-supportive, inspiring you to transform your weaknesses into strengths. There is a palpable energy that resides within you, an untapped potential that yearns to break free. It is your inner strength, your resilience, your unwavering resolve that will help you conquer what lies ahead. This journey is not just about overcoming obstacles, it's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about discovering the real you, the one that's beneath the surface, hidden behind the facade. It's about embracing your uniqueness, celebrating your individuality, and nurturing your spirit. So when faced with adversity, remember this: you are not defined by your struggles, but by your response to them. You are capable of extraordinary things, capable of turning the tide and changing the course of your destiny. No hurdle is insurmountable, no challenge too daunting, no fear too overwhelming. Believe in yourself because you possess an indomitable will, a will that refuses to bow down, a will that stands tall in the face of adversity, a will that breeds hope and fosters courage. And with this will, you will find the strength to move mountains, to weather the storm, and to continue on your journey, even when the road ahead seems treacherous and uncertain. In the end, it all comes down to this: your journey, your battles, your victories, and your losses. They all matter, they all shape you, and they all lead you to where you are today. So go out there and slay those inner demons like the warrior you are.